Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today. One thing that everybody asks for every year is, Dan, go to the air show. Well, this year it's very, very different. So, first things first, guys, Trump is talking about a dividend check for all of us, $2,000 a piece from all the money they've taken in from tariffs. Sounds good to me. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, but we're going to cover a lot of this. Now, first things first, who says the government shutdown hasn't affected anything? This event, think about what I'm about to tell you. We have no military planes this year. None. You're going to have planes from Canada, planes, private planes, but nothing that is from our military. Now, the cool thing about driving here, it's much quieter this year. It is not nearly as loud, but what a bummer, man. If you spent money on these tickets and, you found out there's no military, no Blue Angels, none of that stuff, man. It's an absolute drag. So they say, don't worry, we still have 4 hours worth of content for you guys, but you're going to see some guys biplane over and over again is what's going to happen. So I would be upset if I paid for this. Now, crowd's definitely off. It's not what it normally is. They've got the paid areas and parking. I'm going to say this a few times in this video. It's $50 to park your car now. Okay? So, absolutely criminal. But let's get into it. The tariffs, Donald Trump was talking to a news agency and said it's been absolutely, stellar. We've taken in, over $300 billion in tariffs, and last month we took in almost $31.3 billion, which is about $78 million less than we took in August. September was lighter than August. Now, the thing about this is that Scott Bessent, our Treasury Secretary, says, oh, don't worry, we're going to go out and we're going to have easily $300 billion brought in between now and the end of the year. But the thing about this that everybody has to listen to and deal with is the Supreme Court, a judge had filed a motion saying tariffs are illegal. The president can't impose this stuff. Trump and Scott Bessent have both said that we're going to have years where there's going to be $1 trillion a year in tariffs that are going to be taken in. So the Supreme Court in November is going to hear arguments about this, and that'll be interesting to see if that gets thrown out. I personally can't imagine it getting thrown out. So that's an interesting way of looking at it. But again, all this money, people are, capitulating. They're coming to the United States. They want to manufacture here. They want deals here. But the average American citizen, that's an adult paying taxes, they want to give $2,000 a person to. That's nice. That's real money. $2,000, real money. So if they pull this off, it will be interesting, to say the least. So, what do you guys think about this? You think it's all nonsense? You think it's real? I'm telling you guys, it is not the same. I mean, these pilots are incredibly talented. Don't get me wrong. But this is just not the same as all the military stuff flying by. So this refund check would have to be approved by Congress. Dividend check. They're going to call it some name. It'll be Trump's check. You know that. It'll be something like that. But the idea with this is that if he pulls this off, it's going to be early first quarter of 2026 we would get this money. So we will see. One thing that is happening, one thing that blows me away is wealthy people, the wealthiest 1%, have added more income and have gotten wealthier over the course of 2025 already, which again, everybody's struggling to make ends meet, and the wealthy are getting by just fine. So I get a kick out of it. There's great stories from CNBC talking about individual areas where people have made more money. you're starting to see people's number one asset, their home, taking a hit. We just did this. Wealthy people are experiencing this. It's happening to everybody. Now, I really want to start doing commercials for Nissan. So if you guys have a connection at Nissan, let's do this. Buy a Nissan, start a fire, okay, for their EV cars. 19,000 Nissans were just recalled because of the potential for fire damage when you plug them in. How great is that? You go to plug your car in your house, and you run the risk when you connect that there's a spark, that you can have a fire. Okay, pass. I'm telling you this, guys. I've seen homeowner associations, I've seen insurance companies, I've known people that could not use their cars because they were told not to park inside. These were even Hyundais, gas cars. So get ready to where they're going to issue warnings like, hey, listen, we're not going to cover your house if you have an electric vehicle in your house. That's going to happen. You know, they say that the brain is at its fullest and smartest when we're 60. So for those of you that are turning 60, you've got a full brain and you're completely smart and you have wisdom beyond everybody else. You know, what about clarity for age and getting older? Because the one thing I can't help is the older I get, the smarter I get, and how I avoid trouble. While the stove is hot, I'm not going to put my hand on that. You know, let's go put an M80 in my hand and light it up. No, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Is that wisdom? Okay, thanks. You know, this is something that Dr. Marvin sent me that was great. Hialeah, Florida, excuse me. Hialeah, Florida. A man went out and bought himself postal gear and was going and driving by and picking up everybody's mail. Well, he's the postman. He can do that. No, only problem was he wasn't the postman. He was acting like he was the postman. So I'm telling you guys, if it looks suspicious, say something. You know, call the cops, man. So, you know, arrested a guy. I mean, I love this stuff. I absolutely love stories like this when people get arrested for this stuff. It's just so good, you know. Now these people paid to be in this area and you get the permitted area. Again, if you're outside of this, it's free. You know, next to the pier is free, but in the permitted area, you got to pay. And I'm telling you, I would be furious if I paid and I wasn't getting the full show. So it's going to be interesting to see how many people show up. Parking is $50 to park at this event now. $50. $50. The parking structure that's normally free for 90 minutes, $50. So, you know, crowd's lighter than normal, which is expected. But, you know, who wants to pay for this? So if you're out here in this area next to the water, it's all free. But parking, again, prepare to pay $50 to park your vehicle. Insane. Now, one thing that you're seeing all over the city is $50 parking. You want to park your car? 50 bucks. 50 bucks. 50 bucks. So everybody got smart, or did they? Because these places are not full, okay? And I parked down the street for free. So 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks to park your car. Did I say that? You hear me? One thing that's in real trouble is retail. And I had a great story sent to me about how you're gonna see the real estate market completely change with all the closures of the 1,000 Starbucks stores. It's gonna dramatically change everything. Now, I reached out to broker Aaron and sent him that story, so we'll get his input on that and see what he has to say. But what you're gonna see is you're gonna see locations, in your neighborhood, multiple locations that are just gonna be there available. Who's gonna move into those places? Starbucks are a particular size. You're gonna add a kitchen to it, you're gonna turn it into a dentist office? I don't think so. At Home was that the retailer that I covered a couple months ago that went bankrupt. And hey, guess what? We've got great news. We're coming back and going to have retail stores. They just got $500 million in financing. And broker Aaron sent me this one. That's insane, guys. I mean, retail is in real trouble. But they're going to put $500 million towards that. So will that work? Will it make a difference? They have a new owner, blah, 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 okay? No, it's going to be different this time, okay? Our marriage is going to last. You know what I mean? It's like ridiculous. Come on. Come on. Big Lots closed a ton of their stores. There's a new company that opened up out of the Wisconsin area called Ollie's, which I've not heard of, but Ollie's wants to be the liquidation center, and they want to make it so that you can get deals like you could at Big Lots, and now they're planning on opening up 11 more stores around the country. That's kind of cool. Now, Rite Aid is officially done, guys. 100% of the Rite Aid stores have closed. Think about this. There are over 2,000 stores, 2,450 to be exact. They all closed, guys. So think of we've joked and called it a pharmacy desert. You bet it is, guys. It's an absolute disaster right now. So, is this going to work? Who knows when it comes to retail. I think retail is absolutely broken. And, I think that you're seeing a lot of changes with everybody's shopping patterns. People are looking for deals right now. I'm telling you this right now, selling used cars. Guys, I'm telling you, if you need a new car, consider buying a used car right now because they are literally 75, 80% off right now. You're seeing insane prices right now for used cars. So, a lot more happening, a lot more to cover. Good old KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken has a problem. Their same-store sales are off 5% right now, which is the kiss of death, guys. You don't want your same-store sales to be down at all. You want them to go up. Hey, it only went up 1%, it only went up 2%. Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, is off 5%. So what are they going to do? They're going to bring back barbecue, chicken. They're going to bring back a fan favorite. Read the article below because it's preposterous. It's not going to change this company at all. It's going to do nothing for this. But hey, it's good news. KFC is bringing that back. It doesn't help. People cannot afford meals that are $20 and $25. The family meal is almost $40 here in Southern California. That's crazy. Cook at home, guys. My brother reached out and he goes, hey, I want you to go check out the Tuesday deal and see if you have it in your county at KFC. And you can get, think about this, you can get 8 pieces of chicken for $10 on Tuesdays only. Or you can get, the chicken fingers or whatever you call it. Yeah, pass. Okay? So 8 pieces of chicken for $10, which is a decent deal, but it's one day a week. And also, you want a drink? Those are $5 to get a soda to go along with that. So again, no one can afford to go out to dinner. No one can afford to eat at McDonald's. KFC sales are off 5%. Whose sales are not off right now? That's the thing. Everybody's closing. Starbucks is closing. I did that video. Starbucks can't make it. How can we survive? And the point is that they have so much money behind them. They're a public company. They can print money as a public company. And you're going to see so many different things that are going to go out of business. There's going to be so many companies between now and Christmas that are not going to make it. Now here's something wild. Thanksgiving dinner at Costco. You can feed, 8 people, and if you take advantage of it now, you can save $70 off the price. I was like, how much is this thing? It's $199. You get 28 pounds of food. You get a turkey, you get mashed potatoes, you get gravy, you get green bean casserole, mac and cheese, all this stuff with it. And 28 pounds of food for $199. I'm like, that's a pretty good deal, but you got to take advantage of it now. It's good for like a week or so, and Costco will deliver it. You don't have to, you can pick it up later. You order it now, pay for it now. It's normally $269. You can get it for $199. That's a deal, guys. So, have you ever ordered one of those prepaid meals for Thanksgiving? I did it twice, and both times they turned out really good. Other people brought stuff, but it was the type of thing where, hey, we're going to be out of town, or Lisa was sick one year, and we're not going to be at home. And then she, was better, and the doctor said she could stay home, so we cooked at the house. So, again, heck of a deal for $199. Let me know what you think. Now, this is not like years gone by. There used to be 0 dead spots. You would have planes flying by nonstop. This year, you have a lot of dead air. You know what I mean? Just nobody out here, no planes, onesies, twosies, that's it. I'm going to end this video with this last thing. Don't forget to join our email list. The link is below. Don't forget to take a look at our private channel, iAllegedly Live, which is fantastic. It's all uncensored content. We have over 450 videos on that site, all ready for you to enjoy. But think about this. I hate bureaucracy. I can't stand it. Things like the DMV, things like changing your address, shenanigans. Changing the power company. Here's my new address. That type of nonsense is ridiculous. How about this? City of Houston, they offered buyouts to employees last April and said, listen, if you take this, you're going to get your pension. Some of you will get one-time payments. Some of you will get monthly payments that we promised you. Sign right here. Over 1,000 people took it. Problem with it, there's still 300 people have not gotten their checks. What does the bureaucracy say? You don't understand. We normally have about 39 people a month that go into retirement, and now all of a sudden we had an influx of people. You guys all made the offer. So there are people since April that have not gotten paid anything. Nothing. Well, we're working on that for you, sir. Isn't that ridiculous? So they had to go to the local news to get it handled. But again, the bureaucracy that sucks, that makes it so why do you want to work in a municipality? But I am telling you this right now, guys, you're going to see your pensions get cut. You're going to see things like this and shenanigans like this happen over and over and over again as the economy takes a deeper dive. Don't forget that. So the city of Houston should be ashamed of themselves. They should fire everybody in that department and have them go wait for a paycheck and see what that's like. That's my opinion. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Yes, this was disappointing today. Okay, can't say it any other way, but it's just not. You have all these ships out here waiting to watch the air show that's non-existent. Okay, let me know what you think. Hello at iAllegedly.com is the email address, and I will see you very soon.